The Nutcracker in the Four Realms is freaking insane. If I could describe this movie in 3 words, it would be whack, bananas, and any of these other words. To clarify, I don't think this movie has any giant flaws that take away from its viewing experience. My sole purpose in this video is to nitpick the stuff that I think is dumb and weird. The start of the movie's alright, I guess. Probably because they're in the real world. But it's about these 3 kids and their mother died, and now she's giving them presents. And the main girl gets, like, an egg with a keyhole. She's really mad because she can't open it. Then she's like, maybe my godfather can help me. So she goes to a dance. The dance is also alright. Morgan Freeman's there because he's their godfather. And he gives them, like, presents on a string. They have to, like, follow the string to get her present. So she gets her string, and then she follows it into, like, a Narnia-style log that takes her into, like, a snow place. It gives Alice in Wonderland vibes and Narnia vibes at the same time. Okay, so once they get into, like, the Four Realms place, that's when this movie starts getting really weird. First, she comes across this guy who's, like, frozen in place, and he's, like, a nutcracker, and he's supposed to be guarding a bridge. And this is the guy that's, like, advertised through all the marketing as her boyfriend. He's literally in the movie not that much, and he can't act. A lot of people in this movie can't act, but we'll get to that later. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that he says he's the only nutcracker, but then there's, like, a whole army of them later in the movie, so that doesn't make any sense. And yeah, her string leads into a tree with, like, the key, but instead of opening the thing right away, she just starts walking with it, and she drops it or something. This mouse takes it, and they're, like, chasing the mouse, and she actually, like, rage quits on the mouse. I don't have a clip of it, but it's the funniest thing. She just starts screaming at this mouse. So the mouse runs over the bridge into the fourth realm, I guess, and then this guy's all like, what? No, that's the fourth realm, we can't go there. But then he just lets her go and, like, doesn't follow her. So she goes, and she runs into this, like, mice person, like, that tackles her, and then this guy comes and saves her. Then there's this giant statue of, like, the villain, I guess, and she's like, don't intrude or I'll kill you. So then they go to, like, the kingdom where there's these two kings and a queen. The queen is insane. Like, she's just insane. But we'll get to that later. The 2 kings are, like, just, they don't do anything. They're just there. One is, like, super old and just says boring stuff, and the other is kind of the same thing. So they get there, and they're like, you're a queen. She's like, okay, I'll live my life as a queen. Then they give her a play, a massive play, that they literally had not a day's notice that she was coming, and they managed to prepare the play in 20 minutes. It doesn't make sense. Then she's like to them, but I want my key. And they're like, no, honey, your key's in the fourth realm. We can't go there because Mother Ginger is scary now. But she's like, I really want my key. So they start making an army. And then the insane lady shows them this machine. And she's like, we need a key. And she notices that the key that they need for the machine is the same one that she needs for her egg thing. And later in the movie, they unlock the machine. And what it does, it shoots a beam that grows nutcrackers human size. That's all it does. That's their master plan. And then they gather an army of nutcracker human soldiers, which we were told there was only one, so that's a plot hole. And they go to the fourth realm. And it's all super scary because they're walking. And oh no, they start falling through the ground. And then they use the Wilhelm scream. You know the one. So that was the point I really started not taking this movie seriously. And then she goes inside, and they do even more to make it weird. They have these little, I don't even know what they are, but they're just jumping around in a circle, and it's kind of creepy. They, like, tackle her, and then she meets Mother Ginger, and Mother Ginger's like, I have your key, but I don't want to give it. I don't want to give it to you. But then she takes their key, and then they go away. Like, she just gives them the key. And I forgot to mention before this, there was a scene where she's, like, sad, because she's like, I don't know if I'm worth it. I don't know if I have what it takes to infiltrate this this place. And then yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this scene has really bad green screen. You can probably tell. Anyway, about the part where she's sad, this guy, he gives her the most like boring pep talk. I don't even remember what he said. He's just like, "You're worth it. Your mother always believed in you," or some stuff like that. I don't know. It's really dumb. And then she opens the key thing, her egg, and then she gets really mad and like rage quits again because she's mad. Because she gets a song, like there's a song inside of it. But then a little later in the movie, she flips it and there's a mirror. And it's the most cliche thing. So earlier, like her mom told her that everything you need is inside. So she's like, "This isn't everything I need," and it's a mirror. And she's like, "Oh, everything I need is in me." And it's the most cliche thing ever. And then she finds out that Mother Ginger wasn't actually bad, and she's like the most awesome person ever. And that insane lady, who we all realized was insane except her, is really evil, and she made up the stories about Mother Ginger. So, oh no, now Evil Lady's the villain, and she's working with Mother Ginger, and Mother Ginger can't act as well. Anyway, Evil Lady's insane, and her master plan is to... Well, I don't even remember what her master plan is. And the two kings that we talked about earlier, they're not even there. Like, in the battle, the final battle, they're not even there. They're just roasting s'mores or something. I don't know what they're doing. They're just not there. The last thing I want to mention, because I could go on and on about this movie, but I think you get my point, is that Morgan Freeman is like Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic World. He's advertised in all of the marketing, and he's in the movie for 30 seconds at the start and the end. So if you're watching this because you want to see Morgan Freeman, don't. You just watch the start and the very end. That's all you need. Anyway, I think you get my point. Which is, this movie's still enjoyable, but it has a lot of dumb stuff. I enjoyed this movie most when I could make fun of the dumb stuff. So if you want to watch a movie where you can just nitpick after nitpick, then watch it. 7.5 out of 10. It's good, but it has a lot of dumb stuff. Peace out.